Okay.
Glasses off.
There we go. Okay. All right, Mary. Guess what? We're going to do another Name That Road.
Yay! It's spring! It's spring! I can't. Oh, the ice is going away.
I know it. And I've had so many people wondering when we're going to be out on the roads again. And so now we are finally managing to do that. And this is going to be number 38.
38. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, it is.
And we still have more roads to go. We haven't run out of roads
Not yet. No, we haven't started having to go up into Clark County or anything yet, you know, because we've used up all the ones. And you know, Mary, I've been keeping track here of our fan base.
Oh, look at that. She's got a super secret book.
We are up to 53 fans. Yes. We are just going to be enormous.
We have to actually really buckle down so we have more episodes than we have fans.
Yes.
Yes.
So we are going to get everything properly aligned here, and we're going to give you a clue. Now, everybody, I want you to envision in your mind a map of long, skinny Trempealeau County.
Okay.
And Mary has come along with her chainsaw and cut it in half.
Yes.
So what half are we in?
We are in the half that we're not going to tell you about. You have to figure it out, but it's a little hilly.
Well,
Okay. We are kind of north-ish.
Okay. If the county was cut in half, we would be in the north half, right?
Well, and I'm going to quickly show you guys this creek,
Ooh.
and now everybody's going to know what it is.
I recognize that creek.
I know that creek. I know exactly where that is. So
that really narrows it down.
yeah, we narrow that field. We're going to keep y'all guessing.
Yeah, that's, you know. So I'm going to drop my sunglasses here because it's bright out
It
today.
is. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
We're not like those poor people in Madison and in Green Bay who got between 12 and 20 inches of snow Friday night to Saturday morning. Merry Christmas and happy spring. Happy spring.
Spring in Wisconsin. Yes. All right, Mary, so why don't you get our camera here, our dashboard camera, turned around and make sure we're not, like you say, eating the dash.
I gotta make sure we're not munching on the dash.
Yeah. If people don't, they expect great things from us, you know.
Yeah.
Real professional.
Okay, we got a lot of dash.
Okay.
Okay, so
And then can I get that up there?
You're gonna kind of
Come on.
hold.
Ah.
No,
won't
we're
do it.
gonna get her set up here.
Okay.
We've got a little different apparatus here today, and we're gonna see if we can be as straight as possible. And Nancy, what do you see over there? What do you see on
Snow.
no, this right here. Right
You
there.
meant out the window. I
No.
see snow. That looks good. I'm not looking at a lot of dash, so that should be okay.
Okay, so yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay!
We're gonna put it in gear here, and
There
away
she's
we
going.
go.
Nancy's giving her.
Yep.
Woohoo! We're back in. I better not say that.
What?
There's a song that talks about being in a saddle.
Oh, back in the saddle again?
We might get copywritten, and then we'd be kicked off the internet.
Oh, God, yeah, we'd be in jail.
Be in jail. Criminal
Yep.
element.
We'd be doing the perp walk, right?
That's right. Nancy
would
looks
be
like
good.
she's a perpetrator. Look
yeah.
at that.
Oh.
17 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's the wind blowing through my hair going down the road here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I don't have my seatbelt
Yeah, see, she's breaking the law. She is breaking the law. See, you know, we take a little time off and the mental faculties go away.
It does.
So, yeah,
now,
here we go.
Number one important point here, do not go to the right here because it's a dead end.
Yes, and we do not take you down dead ends.
No, not on purpose. So here we
I don't think we've ever been down a dead end. I think we've been pretty careful about that.
Yeah, I think I try to look on maps and things to make sure where we're going is not going to make us wind up in somebody's barnyard, you know. You just never know, so.
Well, that's at a lot of these dead ends, there used to be barnyards.
You know, and my son, he does everything with that GPS thing. You know, he'll look at, you know, I got to look at a visual map, or he'll just go for the GPS. And when he was stationed in Germany and I'd visit and he'd be out driving around, sometimes we'd be on a road that wasn't even wide enough for a four-wheeler. And I would ask him, are you sure, you know, this is a road that we can use? Because I had that horrible mental vision that any moment we were going to be driving into some poor German guy's, you know, cow lot.
And that wouldn't be such a hot deal now, would it?
No, but he always assured me, oh, no, the GPS says that this is fine, and you know, it was. We never did wind up, you know, stuck in somebody's, you know, cow lot. So I'm just a visual person. I want to see a map or something. I just don't want.
That's because that is how your brain was trained.
It does. That's the way it works.
Oh, look at this. We're on
Squiggle.
I gotta see if I can get the sign. There it is. Woo-hoo.
Okay.
Squiggly Road. And look at Nancy, there's no ice.
No, not on the road anyway.
Yeah, but we had ice for a long time this winter.
I've still got ice in places, and I still have to be careful. But
has your driveway thawed down yet?
yes, it's so nice. This morning when I came out, you know, it was like 6 o'clock, and I thought, this is so nice that I can walk up and do my feeding and not have to worry about wiping out on the ice as I'm going up the driveway, because that was always a concern.
Yeah, and you've got some slope on your driveway.
I do. I just do not like that thick ice, and boy. So it's really nice that we don't have that now. Well, this is pretty down here.
Oh, I'm getting her. I'm getting her. Moving the camera around so nobody can see right away.
Beautiful.
She's doing that production thing.
Well,
you know, get on it. Get on it.
And you know, Mary,
you should have heard the lecture before we started driving. Before we started the cameras up. I was concerned.
Do you know, Mary, and our dear viewers, that if we had a camera that was looking out my rear window, then they could see that we, in all actuality, we are being followed by a van that is just with our sound people, right?
Yes, yes.
Yep, yeah, big antennas and things.
It's got one of them satellite dishes on the top, too.
Yeah, and then behind that is our lighting crew.
Yes.
And right now they are holding big flashing lights over ahead of us, so we have good light.
Slow-moving vehicle.
Yep.
Slow-moving vehicle.
And then behind that is our production crew, you know, making sure that we're doing it right. And then behind them is the pre-production crew.
Yeah, we can't forget about them. And don't forget about the, what do they call them, the grips? The grips that hold those shiny things so that our lighting is perfect.
Yeah. So, and then there's our script writers, because people think that this is unscripted, and we know that is. Just...
I think these people that are watching this program know you're feeding them a line. Well, Nancy, now you're taking it a little far.
Well, it's hard to say sometimes what's reality, huh?
Well, it is, especially when everybody's got a little bit of spring fever.
Oh, I know.
And I'll quick show you a flash. Oh, see all the vehicles back behind us. Yep.
Yeah,
there was that little shot.
You
could see them. Oh, maybe they couldn't because that corner was so tight.
Yeah, and I can always edit them out. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah. We don't want to be bragging her up too much.
Now, Mary, have you ever watched a movie or a show where it talks about there were deleted scenes?
Yes.
Boy, if people knew all the scenes that we've deleted.
Oh, Nancy. I think you got to be a little careful because, well, you can edit this out. Never mind.
Yeah, all the times that one time I was trying to push you out of the car and you were hanging on for dear life and
You almost
screaming.
ran me over. You almost ran me over several times. There's evidence.
I deleted that out. They're all deleted scenes,
deleted
Mary.
it out. Right. Someday they're going to find in the archives. They'll be going through footage and they'll be saying, what in the wild, wild world of sports?
I know it.
Yeah, what were they doing driving around? How long did it take for her to actually push her out that vehicle?
Well, actually,
It's a
I've never have
It's a systemic problem, Nancy.
I have never gotten Mary out. I mean, I've tried, yeah, but she hangs on. She is tenacious.
Oh, good word usage. Hey, I got to tell you something fun that happened to me this morning.
Okay.
And, you know, I was down where the weather was just a few degrees warmer than we are right now.
And where was that, Mary?
I was down in St. Louis, had to go do some meetings. And when I went outside this morning, I have 4 crocuses that are up and blooming.
Oh my gosh.
And very, very south side of the house.
Well, they'd have to be.
And from maybe about 2.5 feet away. And I was like, one of them was like that very soft purple.
Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah.
They are so delicate. And then the other 3 flowers were white.
They're pretty.
Yes, but I'm hoping because I saw more greenage coming through that I'll get a couple days worth.
And there's a good word to describe those crocuses. They're tenacious, aren't
Yes,
they? Yes,
they are. They are a tough little flower. And I've got 3 other spots in my yard that still have snow on them where I have more. So I hopefully will get crocuses on and off for about a month.
Oh, they're lovely.
Yes,
You know?
the first flower of sort of spring. But you know, they can also take a heck of a beating when it comes to snow.
Just like us.
Just like us. You bet. We're tenacious. See how we looped that back nice back to us?
That was pretty. That's good script writing.
Yes, very good script writing. And exciting news all around, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what I did while you were gone? I burned my prairie strip.
Oh, how did that go?
It went perfect.
Did you videotape it?
I should have, but no, I was too busy
Nancy.
watching it. And there wasn't any wind until it was just a couple little spurts of breeze, so it went really well.
Good.
So if I smell kind of like smoky, it's not because I'm, this kind of a...
You were hanging out at the bar in the smoke room last night, weren't you? I thought I saw you in Pigeon. And I was like, wait a minute. And then I convinced myself that you and Larry are going out to eat, having some local cuisine. You were down there in the smoke room.
Yeah, just soaking up that smoke.
Plot thickens. Plot thickens. There is a beautiful pine stand over here on this side, and it's hard to shoot.
Oh, over there.
Well, there's several. These are the way they look. These are probably old CRP.
Yeah, they're
trees.
Healthy looking, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all in rows, and that was in the farm crisis of the 80s. After that, CRP came out. A lot of land went into set aside.
Yep. A lot of it went into trees.
Yep. Did you order trees this year?
I did. I always do, and the thing is, by the time those trees that I plant now get very big, I'll probably be dead.
Oh, that's not true.
Well, yeah, it is.
Don't talk crazy.
I'm not a young person anymore.
Crazy. Don't even go there. No, it only takes a few years for those little babies to get going, and then they really seem to go.
Yeah, once they start sticking up, from the grass and everything, and there they are.
They got to have a couple of years to get that root base started, and then they shoot right up.
It's just that we've had a couple of really dry years, and
Oh, yeah.
so I'm hoping for the best here.
Wow, so we've got some slope back here.
We have got some snow, don't we?
Yes, we
Yeah,
do.
this road still has some snow.
And now we're kind of traveling at a northeast direction.
Yep.
So, and I apologize, we're a little rusty. So we haven't been giving you guys a whole lot of clues, but we've been giving you a lot of BS.
A lot of a lot of blah blah blah. Oh my gosh!
You can tell they've been cooped up all winter long. They won't shut up.
It.
Look at that. Nice clean road, decent road to drive on. Perfect for a Sunday cruise.
And the point of this show, folks, is not just to listen to Mary and I blather on, but you're supposed to try to figure out where we are, what road we're driving on.
Yeah, and we're not giving them very many clues,
No.
Nancy.
Oh, there's some snow.
There's
and
snow and some cornfields.
Yeah, there's some cornfield
And some trees.
and some potholes on the road here.
And looks like maybe another little feeder stream flowing down in that direction.
Well, look at that beautiful white square house
now
over
this is
there.
going to give it away.
Maybe,
This
but
is going to
still,
give it away, and
it's a
hopefully,
beautiful house.
hopefully we can see that over Nancy's shoulder as she's just blowing past, never
At
giving me.
at 9 miles an hour.
Look at that! She's just giving her. I don't know if they
Oh,
can see it. There's a little glare there,
Yeah,
so that
well,
may not work
anyway.
out so well. See, now you know why I fear for my life.
Yeah.
Every time we do this.
Yep, Mary's just hanging on. She is white knuckled.
I am. I am. You know, we're a little rusty, but
Yeah.
we'll have to do a better job on our next one.
Well, like I say, we're kind of coming out of our winter hiatus, aren't we?
Well, it was a little kind of dicey there, and then you know you got other stuff going on because, you know, I know you're busy. I'm busy.
Yeah, well, and Mary was gone for what, a whole week?
I was gone for a whole week, and you were gone for a whole week.
Yeah, that's true. I went to Florida and it was so hot. I couldn't wait to get home again.
Oh, look at that. I bet you that's snowmobile trail.
Yep. Yeah, it
Yep.
looks like it, doesn't it? I think then it goes on over here, maybe?
Oh, maybe, I don't know. Would have to go through someplace.
Yeah.
Ooh. And the hawks are
There's
out
a
flying.
hawk.
We'll see if we can get that on the camera.
Boy, the other day I could hear the sandhill cranes all the time.
Yeah, and the geese are flying
Yep.
back in.
Things are happening.
Oh, that's a pretty bird. Wonder what it is.
Condor.
Oh
All right.
my goodness. We have got a stop sign.
Yeah, but we're going to go right, I think.
Uh-oh. Okay. So,
We might as well, huh?
well, you want to keep going? So this is going to be a twofer?
Or maybe even a threefer by the time we come.
Oh, but we
out.
should
The
have got a
names-
picture of that sign so you could drop it
Well-
in at the end.
I can just put on the titles too.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Look at that. Now she's taking over
I am.
over production.
I am pushy.
She's being pushy. She's being pushy.
Yeah. You know what I have been busy doing though, Mary?
Being
is
pushy?
hiding things from my husband.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're back to that kind of trickery.
He couldn't find some things there, and the implication hung in the air that I had put them someplace, and I hadn't.
Did you pick a good spot, Nancy? You know, a good spot where they'll never find it
Yep.
and you will never remember where you put it.
That's right.
Yeah. That happened to me once with a post pounder. And it was right where somebody left it.
Well, and that's where my husband's items were too. After he said, he finally said, I found them. Oh, where were they? Well, right where I left them, you know, so I was off the hook then.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
How is that? Like there's a special kind of, I don't know if it's made of fruit or lemon or sour. It's humble pie, I think they call it. It's okay to have a little humble pie once in a while. Look at that.
This is a beautiful drive. I mean, this is the time of year that kind of in between, right before it gets green and when it's still snow, so things are kind of mottled, you know, but still, it's a pretty time of year.
It's a slow wake up.
Yeah, what we got here? Some old oak trees, I guess. Huh?
Yeah.
Big old oaks.
I like the oak trees.
Yeah.
Look at some of them hang on to their leaves. The bur oaks
And the red
make
oaks too.
nice wood
Yeah.
and nice flooring and nice stuff. But the north slope, because we're heading southeast now. This is odd.
What?
Well, that's going to be north slope.
Yeah.
It's still got a lot of snow. So here's the difference. There's north slope over here. See all the snow?
Oh yeah.
And then
Oh, yeah.
we come over here and there's just snow in kind of the dugways, the
Yeah.
water runs
Yeah.
where it drifted in. Yeah, these, look at that. Little soil science.
And I was going to, I have a brush pile I wanted to burn before the snow all melted, and Larry said, no, wait. He said, it's going to snow again, and then do it.
Well,
I didn't want to hear that.
No, don't go and say that after what just happened
That's
to
right.
Madison
Yep, that could have been us.
in the east side of the state.
That
Okay?
could have been us.
Yeah. And so we're just going to change the topic.
We'll see. Maybe he's wrong, you know.
The thing that I did see on my trip down to St. Louis was a few cover crop fields.
Oh, yeah.
I
bet.
saw the potential for a lot more, but I got to see some cover crop fields, Nancy, that were bright emerald
Yeah.
green.
This time of year,
Oh,
special.
it was like a little slice of heaven for my soul.
Was that in
And-
Illinois or Wisconsin?
I saw one in southern Wisconsin and 2 in Illinois. But like
Good.
I said, there was a lot more brown than there was in those 3 fields.
Yeah.
A lot more brown.
Yeah, I know.
And so much of that could be growing a cover crop
It could.
and starting to use up the extra water. And, you know, there's stuff we got to talk about later on.
Yeah. Now, Mary, do you think back, do you remember what our last Name That Road show was?
No, I don't, Nancy.
That was the non-moonlight drive.
Oh, the non-moonlight?
Oh, where it was so icy and snowy and
Wow,
you know.
that was a while back, wasn't
yeah, and there were the snow zombies running around.
it? Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So that's a while back.
That was a fun drive.
Moon never did show up. Oh,
No,
there's another
it
squiggle.
did not.
There's a squiggle sign.
I mean, it did show up, but it was like 2.5 hours late, and I think
Yeah.
I was already
Well,
settled and, you know, preparing for my next day.
yeah, I think we would have, if we were going to have had a good moonlit drive, we would have left at like 10:30 at night, which,
Yeah.
like I said, that wasn't going to happen.
No, we're dedicated, just not that dedicated.
Yeah, yeah. So, I think we're getting up near the end of this valley.
And now we're going southeast, still hanging that southeast trajectory.
Yep, yep. We're going to be going up here.
And it looks like there's a pen there. Somebody's got
Horses
horses
I'll
that like
bet.
to play,
Yeah.
right? Do your horses play?
Well, not really.
When Zip is chasing them?
No, well, they have to be in a certain mood before they, you know, let her chase them.
So they tolerate it occasionally.
Yeah, they just, yeah. I mean, it's only if they're in the mood do they move. I mean, they're horses. They're not stupid cattle. They're not going to move for a dog.
Hey, you back down. You back down on
just
stupid
saying,
cattle.
I know that's how those horses think. That,
Well,
you know,
that's because horses are better than everybody else.
yeah, they just think they're so much smarter. But someone told me that horses are really only a little bit smarter than cows.
Well, they have their own intelligence, and there's a reason why mares, I compare horse females to mean girls.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Because I always thought that, you know, because they are a herd animal, right?
Oh, yeah.
That there was always love in paradise. But it seems like the fewer you have, the more mean or whatever, spoiled they kind of get.
Well, like you said, they're herd animals, you know, and I really think that humans, we're kind of herd animals too, aren't we?
We are, and
Yeah.
look at, there is a stop sign.
Yeah, it's so
right
nice.
over
Let's just take
there.
a right here.
We're gonna see the stop sign, and I just moved the camera a little bit.
We're going to take a right.
Okay, now we're going right, and we're gonna adjust the camera.
And we are up on a ridge now.
And we're gonna make sure that you guys aren't eating the dash. Hey, does that look all right?
Yeah, I think, yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
Here we are, just bouncing down the road here.
Yeah, we're driving 9 again. That's all right though, Nancy.
Yeah, well, we got to have our production team keep up with us, you know. We can't be.
Well, they got to be careful with the trees in that big satellite
That's
dish.
right.
Don't want to rip that thing off. Last time that
No.
happened, it cost thousands of dollars.
And every
Okay.
once in a while, folks, we have to stop and let the makeup crew come in here and adjust our makeup and hair.
See, don't we look much better now?
Yes.
Yeah, look at Nancy. Boy, she's glowing. They use special stuff that you can't even buy in the store.
That's
so
right.
all kinds of good stuff. And now we're coming on a spot here where it looks like there may be a little bit of loose gravel, probably from road work.
That's what it says, loose gravel.
Yep, loose gravel. So now everybody's going to know where this is.
Yeah, that'll pinpoint it, won't it?
Yeah, and narrows the field right there. Nice young forest over here, starting. Lots of little trees.
So I suppose we can should we go left or right here?
Oh, let's go down this
Okay,
valley.
we'll just keep going then.
And we're just going to get you guys lost. I don't know how many roads we've been on, but in this juncture, we're going southeast.
Yeah. And
No, southwest. We just got done going
yeah,
southeast.
At the end, I always give complete instructions. If you want to get out, you
This is
see
a nice
this and you
drive.
go and you jump in your car because you want to match us, this go in our tracks. I do that. I make it possible for you.
Just pay attention and have a pen and paper handy because she talks fast. Or I guess you can watch us over and over again.
Well, but I put the titles up there and I say this is such and such road to this road, and then, you know.
So now you're adding all this fancy stuff to these shows and you're not telling me anything about this? I mean,
Putting on titles?
Shouldn't I have some production responsibility outside of, you know, holding the camera stick?
Well, that's important.
Being as you've taken away all my video cool shot making equipment.
Yeah, Mary used to like those big heavy cameras so she could zoom.
That's so I could have biceps, Nancy.
Yeah. So we don't want to fall off this way, do we?
No, we do not. No, we do not. That's quite a drop off.
Yeah, it would be.
But the road is nice and clear.
Yeah.
This would probably be an awesome drive any time of the year outside of glare ice season.
Yeah.
You know, because when it's first coming into foliage, just imagine all the different colors of green from the different trees, because they're all slightly different in green color.
And this is a gorgeous back road here. Not a lot of traffic, as
No.
you maybe notice.
Nope, it's just a nice drive.
Which is, you know, that's something I could never say about Florida. My gosh, the traffic down there is just out of control. I have no other word to describe it.
No, you were down in Florida for a week?
Yes, yep. Yeah, it was hot the whole time I was down there.
But you have a really cool place to stay,
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's like a family farmstead, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's just, usually February is pretty mellow, but this time I was down there, it was hot.
And what was that big kind of purplish looking bush that you sent a picture of?
Oh, I think that was the bougainvillea.
Well, what's a bougainvillea?
Well, it's kind of a thorny, viney bush, but when it flowers, it has got beautiful, bright colors, just covered. It's But it's very much a plant that has to be in a very warm environment. You know, they're not going to grow up here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's because we have weather that isn't always very nice.
No, we are definitely not tropical anyway.
Well, and that's what I heard a lot of down at that conference I was at. You're from Wisconsin? I lived in Wisconsin for 2 years.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm
here.
going, no way. I'm not going to live in weather like that. And it's like, oh, toughen up.
I know it.
But some people are just not cut out to be Wisconsinites.
No, that's true. They just can't deal with it.
They don't understand why you stand with well, not ladies, but you take your shirt off and you paint your chest green with a giant G in the middle of it, and you stand out when it's 20 below zero for 3 hours to watch a football game.
Well,
that's dedication.
There are some women, I mean, but they're not totally topless.
No, they're a little more conservative with,
Right.
you know, tattoos on their cheeks and, you know, they're painted tattoos.
Yeah.
But they're fun nonetheless. And same with, you know, like the Brewers and all of our sports teams. And, you know, hearty congratulations to the boys and the girls teams. Not only the teams and squads for like wrestling and all those,
very successful this year.
Very, very good representation from our little Trempealeau County here, and you know, our hats goes off to those kids. They work hard to get there, and they did a good job.
I think it was pretty amazing that there was a team at the girls basketball contest there that Blair Taylor was there from Trempealeau County, and then in the boys division there was Whitehall was there.
Yes.
From Trempealeau County again, and that's pretty amazing, really. So yeah.
Well, and it's kind of fun, Nancy, to see the signs go up.
Yeah.
You know, because they put out signs that say, "Good job," you know, "Win, win, win."
Yeah, they stick in. Oh, here's a pretty scene.
Oh,
right?
this is a nice view. That's a picture.
Yeah.
Now imagine what that's going to look like on the fall color tour.
Well, that's true.
Wow, it's beautiful. This is a nice ridge.
Yeah, I haven't been out this way for a long time, so this is nice.
Yeah, and we hope everyone is enjoying the drive. You know, I've also noticed, well, we've had pretty intense winds this winter. A lot of tree damage.
Well, and then that heavy snow.
Yeah, that was a culprit.
Pickup.
That was a culprit.
And I had to say too, folks, that I have seen a lot of turkeys this spring off the flocks, and they look like they had a wonderful winter. They look big and plump and sassy, like, you know, they've had a good year.
And that's kind of amazing, Nancy, because of the amount of ice.
Yeah, I would think it would have been a tough year to be a turkey, but they look good.
Well, you know, they've got those feet with those claws on them. And if they're in the forest, you know, if the snows drive them into the forest, there's usually not as much snow in the forest.
Right.
So, yeah, they're hardy birds.
They are. And you sure don't want to run into one. You don't want them to hit your window screen.
Be like hitting a bag of wet cement.
Yeah, more or less. So you got to keep an eye out for those things. They don't fly very high.
No, and it's not just one. They go as a group.
Yeah. And, of course, the deer. I've been seeing an awful lot of deer.
Yes. Yes. They seem to have made it thus far. But I think this is probably the hardest time of the year.
Oh, I'm sure.
Unless they're able to find some nice cool season grasses that are just starting to peek out just a little bit. Have some real... Oh, look at this. How many? 3?
I'm counting 3.
See, this is where zoom would come in handy.
You could zoom right in on those whitetails.
Oh, they're not going to jump too far off the road.
No.
And so we'll see if we can get them on a side view. Oh, nope.
Yeah, we just spoiled their day, didn't we?
Yeah. You
Well,
hope they're finding something to. Oh, you hope they're finding something to snack
I
on.
hope they're not making another sudden dash back across the road. Oh, wait a second. Let's go back this way after all.
Yeah, we'll follow this field road that loops in a semicircle.
Well, that's the wildlife. You know, when I talked to my friend in Ireland, Ireland just doesn't have, oops, I just saw a whitetail. Are they coming down off the ridge here?
They might be. Yeah, now we're going due west.
Yeah.
They might be looping through, or they're probably
Yeah,
already gone.
That could be.
They're
Anyway,
fast.
my friend in Ireland, I asked her what kind of wildlife they have. Well, they have fox, and I guess they have some deer.
But they're little deer.
Yeah,
Aren't
and
they?
that's it. That's it. Otherwise, they've got birds and fish.
Well, they're kind of an island, Nancy.
Well,
or
they-
is it because people ate them out?
Well, they used to have bear, and they used to have wolves. I mean, you've heard of Irish wolfhounds, so apparently
Yes.
they had wolves, but not anymore. So they think that I live up here in this big wildlife park. that
There's a lot of truth
yeah,
to that.
Yeah.
Now we're driving through some older woods here.
Well, yeah, this would not have made good farmland, would it?
No, this is pretty steep stuff. But I bet
Lots
you
of trees.
at one time in history it was pastured.
Probably.
Well, everything was pastured.
Yeah.
Nancy. There's fence lines all over the place.
And we need to remember, too, that this county used to be basically grass and no trees.
Right.
Yeah, because it was
And-
burned every year.
And then we drastically changed the ecology.
Yeah, we stopped. We didn't want those fires.
No. And what concerns me is the amount of fuel that's out there, especially after a winter like this one.
Yeah.
And last year, the year before, we had a couple of really dandy windstorms during the summertime.
Yeah.
And that doesn't do anything for old barns and trees and, the gamut.
Yeah. Stuff doesn't stay the same. Well, now we're getting down off the hill, aren't we?
Yep. And there was no sliding sideways or nothing.
No, there was no white knuckle driving, no screaming. So
You're making up words again. White knuckled?
White knuckle.
I've never heard of a
nickel.
word like knuckled.
Knuckle.
Knuckled. Okay.
As in head.
Boy, I can tell you haven't talked to anybody in a while.
That's true. Boy.
Words are stumbling funny.
Yep,
and-
I can barely talk anymore.
Yeah, there we go.
So what's this big thing on the side of the road up here? Is that
It's
an
a
old-
tree. There's
No.
like a big tree.
That thing.
No.
That's a culvert.
That's a
isn't it?
culvert, yeah.
Yeah. That's an old culvert. Well, that's a big one. isn't it?
That would be fun to play on if you didn't have to go get a tetanus shot afterwards.
Yeah, you could live in that practically.
That's right. That could be a storm shelter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
we've got
least.
cool old.
There's a nice
old
old
greenery.
building, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice little greenery
Yep. So somebody had a farm back up in here
in the day.
in the woods, huh?
Yeah, this is a lot of planted pines. Yeah,
Well,
you
know,
remember the dairy crisis of the 1980s when they had the dairy herd buyout program,
Oh yes. Yep.
and
Oh yes.
see, they introduced CRP because land was struggling, and there's 24% interest, 26%
Yeah.
interest.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at this old barn over here, Mary.
This is a pretty one too.
This is an old timer, and it's really a neat one, isn't it?
Yes, and if I remember correctly, and I should look to see if there's a sign, I think this is where we had one of our kids' graduation pictures done.
Here?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a pretty old farm, isn't it? Beautiful.
And good job. I mean, we have several local photographer type people in Trempealeau County that, you know, look them up.
Yeah.
Why go to Eau Claire, La Crosse and spend thousands of dollars
Oh, I know it.
when you can get quality work right here in Trempealeau County?
Yeah, you can. Buy local.
That's right. Wow, just think, Nancy, this probably, how long ago were the 1980s?
Well, about 40 some years, I guess.
Well, isn't that amazing, the size of those trees? And who would have known that 40 goes by so fast?
I know.
So fast, you guys. Whew.
Now,
2023.
my oldest son, Franz, just retired from the Air Force.
No way.
After 23 years, yes, he's retired now. He's civilian.
So he can eat poppy seed coffee cake without
Worry about
the fear of
a urine test.
of
Yeah.
the U.S. military coming down on him.
Yeah. Oh, look at this house over here, Mary. That's
isn't
another pretty one, isn't it?
Yep.
That's a big one,
Those
too.
big brick houses.
Oh, I love them.
And you're going to have to grab the camera because I can't reach that far.
Well, then somebody's going to have to grab the
I've
steering
got the
wheel
wheel.
before I go into the... Yeah, look at that big old house up there.
I've got the wheel. We're doing fine.
Yeah. Isn't that some of those big
Oh,
old
I love
houses?
that porch. Look at that
I know,
porch.
upstairs and down. I love that.
Oh, that is so cool.
Here, we're going to give it back to you. That is...
See, I have an upstairs door like that on
Yeah?
my house.
Does it go to something?
It goes out to the roof, but at some time I think they took that side porch off
Oh, yeah.
or changed the roof or something, because now it comes right out to a slope,
Oh.
and so like the deck isn't there. It didn't come right out to a deck.
Yeah.
And I would someday like to do that.
Maybe it was one of those little sleeping porches that people used in the summer when it was hot
Yes.
at
Yes. Most definitely.
night. Yeah, their form of air conditioning.
Yeah. Oh, here's a barn that's down. A little bit more on the
Yeah.
snowmobile trails.
That barn looks like it's seen better days.
It probably went down in the heavy snow of
Well, a few years ago.
2018, 2019.
Yeah.
That winter was, and the winter wasn't bad
No.
until like the middle of February.
And then we got all that heavy wet snow.
And then it went south fast.
And there's the windmill. There's the windmill.
Yeah, hanging on. It's amazing those old buildings hang on so well.
Yeah.
Quality craftsmanship.
Well built to begin with, I guess.
Oh, and this looks like this is prairie.
You
Fancy.
think, oh yeah, kind of
Yeah.
does, doesn't it?
A young prairie, I bet. Because it takes them a while to get, juiced up and going good.
They're not instant, are they, Mary?
No, they are not.
It takes a while. Well, let's see. Let's just take a right here and go back. We kind of made a circle, a big circle here.
Did.
Yeah,
We did.
Yeah.
And now we're heading due west.
Yep.
So we've been all over in the directions.
Yes.
We've gone south. Well, no, we started going northeast, and then we swung around to go southeast, and then west, and now we're doing west again.
Yeah.
And there was a couple other ones in there too.
Yeah. This has been a nice
Nice drive.
Sunday cruise, isn't it?
Yes, gearing up for the rest of the season.
Yeah, because we've got some more, roads that we think everybody's going to enjoy.
Oh,
And
they're not going to know where they're going.
No.
And that's why I'm all fired up about this season. And look at Nancy. Slow down, there's cranes out your window. You gotta grab the camera. Grab the camera and keep rolling because they'll walk away. And I'll steer. I've got the wheel.
There they are.
You
I wonder if
find the
they even
cranes.
pick out, they blend in so well.
They eat a lot of protein. They eat a lot of protein.
They are just, and they're noisy. Boy, you can hear them a long ways away.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a guy who I guess we can say his name and give him credit for it so we don't get kicked off the internet. Now I forgot his name.
Oh, great.
Oh, Mary Catherine. Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent?
Ted Nugent said that crane are the ribeye of the sky.
Oh, God, who would eat a crane?
Well, apparently Ted Nugent must have.
All right, well.
And I don't know. Can people, because cranes were one of those birds that got in trouble, right? In terms of extinction.
Right.
Endangered, whatever, the whole spectral of we're in trouble now. So I wonder if you can eat them in another state. That's the only question. Do you know?
No,
Do you know, Nancy?
I don't have any interest in eating a crane.
I don't either. I don't either. And I see we are at a stop sign.
Yes.
There we are. Look at that. And we are at the end of
number 38.
And it ends at Paulson Road.
And we started out.
Hang on here.
We were driving on.
We got to make sure that they can see you.
We were driving on Highway 93, north of Independence.
I can't see you.
Well, that's because there we go.
There we go.
We started out driving north on 93, and we turned on Lindbergh Road.
Okay.
Which we went around a corner and went straight, and it became Semingson Road.
Okay, we got that.
And then we came to the stop sign and took a right on Moe Valley Road.
Okay.
And there's other Moe Valleys, coulees in this county too.
There is.
Yeah.
There is.
Like you said, there must be a lot of Moes.
Yes.
So then we went up to the top of the ridge and took a right, and that was Ruskus Road.
Yes.
But at some point, Ruskus went to the left down in the valley, and we just kept going straight. And we came down here, and now this is Paulson Road. Yeah. And we're back on 93 again.
Yay! And we want to thank you so much for joining us on the 38th Name That Road. Happy spring! Yay!
All our script writers. Yes, yes.
Oh,
makeup people.
Here's a picture. There's a caravan. Oh, the camera. We must have a camera problem.
I deleted them. It's a deleted scene.
It's a deleted scene.
Bye.